Laughing at Strangers podcast, literal shit.
Your mom's a hoe. He does not have a PhD.
I'm gonna go to prison and have sex with a man.
She loved her nephews, Jack and James.
Airborne, take out a yield sign. This is great, I'm going to jail.
What the fuck do you want me to do?
You can call me Daddy Khaleesi.
I reckon if I have to.
Hello everybody, this is the Laughing at Strangers podcast. I am Steve Marion, and with me as always is my lovely, sexy, amazing wife.
Cody Marion.
Yeah, I'll let her say her name this time. She's the man.
What?
You know what I mean.
My name's Cody.
Yeah, and we're doing this on a Monday night. Yesterday was Easter, so I figured I'd give y'all a break from us.
Yeah, Lord knows we need it.
Or I needed a break. We had a shitload of stuff to do.
Yeah, we had a lot of running to do, but we hope everybody had a good Easter.
Yeah.
If you celebrate Easter, if not, you know.
If not, I mean,
whatever.
at least a good day in general.
Just remember that you always need to sin a little bit, or Jesus died for nothing.
Okay, I like that.
No, I heard it on TikTok. But,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it kind of makes a point.
I like that. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. Usually I tell people I hate Easter, and they look at me and goes, "Oh my God, you hate Easter. You hate Jesus." I'm like, no, it's just I hate the smell of Easter. The baskets, the eggs.
It's not the premise
grass.
of it.
Yeah.
It's the things that go... The Americanized, I guess, Easter.
Yeah, like I love Halloween, but I hate the smell of it. The latex and the makeup. It just smells fucking nasty.
Yeah.
It makes me nauseous.
Yeah, I could see that.
Thinking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, we had a pretty fun Easter, and I hope everyone else did too, like she said, whatever.
Side note, Cadbury eggs are disgusting, and you can fight me over it.
Yeah, they are.
I don't like them.
I'm more of a guy.
And Peeps. I don't like Peeps.
I think we said that last time, and I don't see why anyone would eat them.
Yeah.
I mean, I just go get a marshmallow.
Yeah, I like regular marshmallows. It adds too much sweet. Marshmallows are already sugar.
And it's crunchy.
Yeah.
It gives you, like you're eating a crunchy bloot.
Ew.
You know what I mean.
How many bloots have you had,
I don't know.
Steve?
It looks so delicious when I see it on TV.
Why is it? That's not delicious. It's a partially made
But it's
baby
like,
chicken.
you like chicken.
Well, yeah.
You like eggs.
Well, yeah.
They're sticking two of the best things ever in one little egg.
No.
But boiled chicken.
I can't, no.
Yeah, with a beak.
It's like eating a fetus.
And eating its
don't want to do
innards.
it. Just don't want to do it.
Ew.
You look at it.
Let me
Tell
know if
it don't.
anyone ever gorged on a fetus before.
Ew.
Oh, that's awful.
No,
Yeah,
don't let us know that.
Yeah, don't let me know that.
I don't care for it.
That'll make me so sad. But, so we done a few things. We went to, Friday we went to dinner.
Yeah.
And
it was my dad's birthday. His birthday is April Fool's Day. So he's the biggest fool I know. And we went to go celebrate his birthday.
Can you imagine when he was born? It's like, I'm pregnant. Yeah, right. No, I'm pregnant. Yeah, I'm giving birth. Nah.
Well, no, it wasn't a joke when she said she was pregnant. It was 9 months later.
I know. You know what I mean.
You know, cause
like 9 months later, it's like, I'm giving, my water broke. You fucking with me.
I don't think that's how that worked. It was back in the day. It was in the 70s. Nobody really cared.
Yeah, I don't think did they celebrate that shit back then?
Yeah. Although my cousin, who was my uncle, who was 4 at the time, told my grandma to get that fool out of here.
Yeah, so technically, get the fool out of me. But, so we done that, and our niece, technically?
Yes,
our niece was there, and I was drinking Jack and Coke, and she loves to take her straw and dip it into the my little mixed drink over there and put it into her mouth.
Yeah, she would take the little stir straw out of it and then put it in her mouth, chew on it a second, and then she'd dip it back in, then she'd do it again. She done that like 12 times, I think. She was pretty good at the end of the night. I mean,
I feel bad for her mother because I kept trying to give her cucumbers and stuff for my salad. Yeah, eat healthy, here you go. But every time I looked away, she would stick it in her soda, and she was drinking Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
She went to go take a sip and goes, ew, like, it's cucumbers, and basically there's a shitload of vegetables in there.
Yeah.
Sorry, if it sounds like I'm occupied, the cat is literally scaling anything she can put her claws into.
She's in ninja mode right now.
Yeah, she's tearing down curtains and literally climbing up this mattress we have leaned against the wall right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm about to just shoot her.
No. Although it was really cute getting to watch Steve color.
Yeah, I was coloring. Drinking my Jack and Coke, coloring with her in a coloring book.
Yeah, all the rest of us were having conversations, and Steve was like, "Do you like purple? Do you want to do purple?" And then she'd take the crayon and go, No purple."
That's an intuitive conversation with me. Do you like purple? Do you like blue? That's the most smartest conversation you will get out of me.
But it was really funny. And then it was also hilarious because, as you know, not being a mom, but watching my sister as a mom and watching everybody else at the table, she gets chicken tenders and french fries, obviously. We went to a Japanese restaurant, but of course she's a kid, so chicken tenders and french fries are what they get. And you know, they have that yum yum sauce, white sauce, whatever you want to call it. The shit is amazing. It's like crack.
Chinese ranch.
Yeah. Well, they put it on there with it because, you know, they didn't get ranch or anything. So they put that on top of it. And she kept going, wench, I got wench.
Ew, I bet that shit was nasty.
It actually was really good because she gave me a bite.
You're taking a bite from people's kids' food.
I'm not going to tell her no. She was very excited about me trying her wench.
Yeah. And another thing, if anyone's, I don't know if anyone's wondering this, but with my back issue and shit, the MRI has to wait because technically my insurance does not cover an MRI, so I got to find someone that will give me an MRI for cheap as fuck.
It covers it, but they're choosing
not to cover
it.
Yeah, it's all fucked up deal. But the medicine they gave me is actually helping. I got a different pain pill.
Yeah. It's helping now. So he's doing a lot better.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, so it's been good.
And I'm glad that he took medicine because if he would have fought with his sisters the way that they did on Saturday, then he probably would have been more hurt than normal.
I was hurting anyway. I mean, I'm so out of shape, y'all, and I can tell you that Saturday we celebrated Easter the way my mom came up with this idea. She wanted an adult Easter egg hunt, and basically she put almost $300 in eggs.
Well, it was $200 total.
Yeah.
There was one egg with $100 in it, and then there were 4 eggs with 20s, and then 4 eggs with 5s. And then the rest of them had candy
and change
and tiny liquor bottles.
Yeah.
Toys, like even little toys. There was one that was a bracelet. I made a bracelet because Steve found an egg with a bracelet. Thingy.
Yeah. There was little toys. I got some moonshine and I got some gunpowder brewed gin.
Yeah, it's actually
gunpowder tea brewed gin or something like that.
I don't know.
I don't taste the gunpowder, but
I think that was just the name.
Yeah, it might be. But yeah, we got in a little tiny baby jar of moonshine. I love little miniature shit, and this is like a little miniature jar.
So what they did was, the whole premise of it was, they had small eggs that had certain things in it, and they had larger eggs that was actually like the size of your hand that had stuff in it. It was 39 eggs total.
Yeah.
And they numbered them and everything, and Steve's mom's boyfriend, fiance, whatever, he hid them. And
didn't even write down where he hid them. He hid $200 in the yard and forgot where he put them. So because we didn't find them, then we lost the money.
Yeah, because what they did is that all of them run around finding the eggs, and then when we come inside, there was also dirty Easter bunny, which I'll get to that in a minute. But the whole premise was that the kids, the actual children of Sandy, would hunt the eggs, and all of the spouses and significant others could walk beside of them and help them, but they couldn't tell them, like, hey, there's an egg right here. They could be like, go to your left, go to your right, up, down, look over there, stuff like that to help them. But we could not physically touch the eggs. We could not get them, so they had to be the ones to catch them. Now, that's fucking hilarious. When you're standing by an egg and your significant other is a good 30 yards away, and you're like, yo, and everybody runs to you.
Yeah. And you literally gotta football block everyone that goes up to you.
Yeah.
And she done it a few times trying to let me get an egg.
Yeah, I did. And there was one time that Steve went towards his sister's boyfriend, Adam, was standing next to one. He didn't say a word. He just stood there and was smiling like a dumbass. And I was like, babe, there's an egg. There's an egg.
Yeah.
And so he took off running, and Adam bear hugged him until Amanda got there. I was like, that's cheating.
Well, that's how the cookie crumbled, I guess.
But the funniest thing was that Amanda and Amber seen one egg at the same time, dove for it, started fighting for it. And then Adam got in on it. All 3 of them's on the ground rolling around trying to get this one egg. And then Dylan came by, grabbed it, and jerked it out of all their hands.
Yes.
And gave it to Amber. And I got it all on video. That was the video that was on Facebook.
We put the whole video on Facebook.
Well, that was my
Facebook.
TikTok compilation.
Yeah, we got it on TikTok, and we have it on our Facebook page, Laughing at Strangers. And if y'all want to see that, please go to our Facebook. You'll be able to see that.
Yes.
But also, some of the parts you don't see in the video is me jumping pretty high in a tree. Because when I first drove in, I'm going to be honest, I drove in slow and scouted out places. I mean, a whole bunch of eggs were obvious to see. So I knew exactly where to go. So as soon as they said go, I took off running. And I had a dip in, and it was kind of cold. So I kind of put that in with what happened to me. And I took off running. I jumped for this egg in the tree. I take off running up the driveway because there's one up there that I saw, which turns out there was 3 up there on top of the driveway, and I only grabbed 1.
I should have went with him to help him look.
Yeah.
But I didn't because I figured he saw what he needed to say. But, men can't see things in front of their faces.
Not at all. I mean, there's all obvious places. And then I book off around behind the house, grab 2 more eggs, book off everywhere. Cody's helping me find some. And then we finally find all the eggs, but supposedly we do. We go back inside and we start counting them.
Yeah.
There's one missing with $20 in it.
Yeah. Well, there was 2 missing total, but one of them had $20 in it. Wasn't sure what the other one had.
I don't know.
I don't think it had hardly. I think it was just candy or something.
Yeah.
But before we went to that, they played Dirty Easter Bunny, which was everybody had to sit their eggs out in front of them, and nobody had opened them at this point. And you had the choice of either switching an egg with somebody else or keeping what you had. So,
and when someone wants to switch with you, you have no choice.
Yeah, you have to switch. And the funny thing about it is that they were very sneaky because there was 2 or 3 golden
with stars
eggs
on them.
With stars on them. So you think like, oh, these are some special shit. No, they're just a lot smarter than those kids.
Yeah, see, I traded for a golden egg for one of my blue eggs.
Yeah.
And it turns out the blue egg had $5 in it, and the gold egg that I had I think 3 pennies and a jelly bean.
Yeah.
I was like, the fuck is this?
Some of them were just really fucked up. And then,
Yeah.
But it was really funny because they also had a little bag on the kitchen table that said participation award. And but they didn't say anything about it. They didn't say what that was going with or what happened with that. They just said, go look at the eggs. We'll come back to that. So then Zach, who at this time had already won and found the $100 bill and $30 other dollars, he opened up an egg and it had a potato in it. Like a full-blown fucking potato.
Yeah.
And they were like, upon everything else, he also gets the participation award, which was gluten-free Play-Doh.
Which I still don't know if it was edible or not. I didn't get to talk to him about it. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about it too. And then like candy and all kinds of stuff in it. But it was actually really funny. But when he opened it up, he was like, I got a potato.
Yeah. And then my brother, the oldest brother, he didn't find any so far, and I felt bad, so I threw him one of my bigger eggs. And when he opened it, it turned out it was just a dog poo in it.
A fake dog turd.
Dog
With some candy.
And speaking of dog turd, when everybody got done and that one $20 egg wasn't found yet, and Zach spent the last 20 minutes him being there looking for that egg, and he found it, so
yeah.
Bravo for him. But while he was looking for that, I took one of my already opened eggs and I went outside and actually put a real dog turd in it and then closed it and then put it somewhere obvious. And then while we're all outside just joking around, I pretend that I see an egg and try to sneak my way over there to grab it, which I knew how greedy all my siblings are. Once they see me sneak into that egg, they will book for it, even though I don't want to run and my leg hurts. Well, as I was sneaking to it, they all start shouting, "He's got an egg!" And I start trying to fake run to it, and then who gets to it first?
I think the way I understood it was Zane got there first to grab it, and then Amber grabbed him, to which Zane full-blown body slammed her on the ground. I heard her go, "Ooh," when she hit.
They're fighting for this egg.
I mean, they fought. I mean, she hit the ground hard, and he was like, "Ha!" and opened it up, and was like, "Oh, fuck you, Steve," and threw the turd on the ground.
It was like a dried, like petrified white dog turd.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
I just scooped it up with the egg, and it was a golden egg. So yeah.
Yeah, but it was really, really funny. If you ever want to do that, I would recommend doing it. I would just also recommend that if you decide that you just want your children and not their spouses to look, because then that's too many people looking, tell the spouses just to sit on the sideline and just wait, because some of us,
cheaters.
Not me, are cheaters. And they will not listen to the rules, because Brian had lots of good rules and was really good about it, and they didn't fucking listen.
No, they didn't.
But Zach didn't cheat at all. Like he just walked behind
Yeah,
everybody.
he barely even ran. He just kind of wandered around.
Yeah, he wandered and found them. So it was something about him.
Because
that day.
everywhere someone looked and didn't find one, he would pick one up after they looked there.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, here.
I think three people actually seen the $100 egg.
Yeah, I saw it twice apparently and didn't pick it up.
Yeah, and then Zach was like, "Oh, hey, there's an egg."
What was the $100 egg?
It was underneath that plyboard, I think. I think he put it underneath the plyboard, underneath something else under it.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
You know how many times I picked up that plyboard?
Amanda picked it up like 3 times.
Because I thought maybe, because he said something about you have to dig for the $100, and I'm like, well, it's got to be in mulch, because he's not digging a hole in the yard.
That was the interesting thing, is that Mama had gave him instructions to not throw it on rooftops, because he was going to throw
I would have climbed. If they
roof.
told us, if they didn't tell me it was not on the roof, I'd already been on the roof. That'd been my first choice.
They weren't in buildings. They weren't anywhere that you could get hurt. So they were all on the ground. But he did kind of dig to lay one down. And then there was another egg that was in the ditch. He had threw it in the ditch.
That's the $20 one.
Covered with leaves.
He threw it in the ditch covered with leaves, and he didn't think nothing of it. And everybody looking through the ditch with a stick and then knocked it around so much they buried it.
Yeah.
And it took Zach about 15-20 minutes to find that $20 egg. I was about to go get a rake, and I was like, I'm not raking your ditch for $20. I was like, you give me $10, I go out there and rake your ditch, and I find that $20.
So I recommend that if you decide to do this with your family or friends or significant others, that you remember where you put them. Yeah. Because it was really funny towards the end, because looking for that $20 one, Brian was walking around trying to figure out where they had found all of them. And then everybody was following him like little ducks.
Yeah, we was on the line like one of us is going to get it.
Yeah.
I got me some liquor. I said I got $20, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
And some alcohol.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was actually really fun. It was fun to watch, too.
Oh, and I'm so out of shape, y'all. I mean, I could not, I was like...
So, he was at the mailbox coming back, and we were at the house, and that's a good, quarter of a mile, almost. And we could hear him.
But it's like, you know how, if you've ever ran and done it like a jog or something, and you're next to a cold river, and then your lungs are on fire. Do that with your lungs are on fire, included with a dip in your mouth, included to where your hip already hurts, including that you're sprinting full sprint to beat everybody up there. And then that right there makes for a bad day.
Just to justify this, nobody was following him.
Nathan was,
but he was very far behind,
and his pants kept falling down.
So he wasn't a threat, honestly.
Yeah.
Sorry,
and then my lovely wife over here making fun of me like, "Baby, you cannot be that out of shape." Was it today or yesterday? Yesterday, I told her to go inside real quick and get me some the truck keys. She got back in the vehicle, and she was panting.
I had run all through the house.
She's trying to breathe quietly.
I ran through the house.
Like me not trying to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did have to run through the house to find the keys, because somebody didn't hang them up where they were supposed to go, so I had to find them.
Yeah, I put them on the counter or I hang them up.
Yeah.
You leave them in the damn door.
I do not. I've only left them in the door one time.
Multiple times.
Maybe twice. That's
Maybe more than that.
No, I leave them in when we walk in, because I know I'm going to take the dogs out, so I'm going to go past them again.
Yeah.
Also, we live on a dead-end road. No one should be coming here.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
And today, we rode our motorcycles around.
Yeah, we rode our motorcycles.
What did we leave, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning?
It was 10 or 11 this
morning. It was 11 o'clock in the morning. We rode from 11 to maybe, 4?
Yeah, until
we didn't get home until later, and I'll tell you why. Because we rode up on a mountain, we rode through parkways, we rode through everywhere. We just been everywhere, just stopping places, taking pictures. We took a lot of funny pictures.
Went to a local restaurant that it's not. I mean, not really local to us.
It's
in
up there.
Another state.
It's up there in North Carolina.
Yeah, so we got all the way to North Carolina. Ate at a little place we like to eat at, and got pretty much home.
Yeah, and then she said she needed gas, so we was pulling to this gas station. It's maybe about 20 minutes from the house.
Not even.
And not even 20 minutes. And as soon as she pulled in, and then all of a sudden my bike just cuts off. So I'm like, fuck. So I'm just coasting in the gas station. Thank God I was going faster than I should have. Because I coasted right in with no problem. And I'm like, the fuck? And I tried cranking it again. It wouldn't do any damn thing. Mm-hmm. So I had to waddle it over there to the corner of the gas station because that bike's like heavier than shit.
Yeah.
It's a Road King, so it's pretty heavy, and my feet barely touch the ground. So I'm waddling it over there to the corner, and I'm trying to crank it, and the battery just like completely died. But so I figured out now until we had to get somebody to come pick us up, so we waited about an hour and a half for somebody to come get us.
Yeah.
But I figured out that the battery just completely went shit on me.
Yep.
So, but the thing is that I couldn't be mad because I had a really good ride that day and it done really good all day until we got right there at the house. So it was good that we wasn't on a mountain or somewhere we didn't have service.
Yeah.
And it done really good. And plus, I've had that battery for like 4 years. And usually a lifespan of batteries, like especially for motorcycles, would be like 4 years.
Yeah.
3 or 4 years.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
But
and I keep it on trickle charger. And plus, I've been hearing a lot of stuff like that you shouldn't keep a battery like that on a trickle charger all the time. But it's two ways. I mean, I hear it's really good and I hear it's really bad. So if any of y'all know anything about putting motorcycle batteries on trickle chargers, please let me know. And email me or contact us in some way.
If there's any way to extend your battery life.
I highly doubt you can do that.
Any way at all.
Yeah.
Let us know.
So, yeah.
Although, while we were riding today on the Parkway, and of course there was nobody on the Parkway because it's a Monday, and our work gives us Monday after Easter off instead of Friday.
Instead of Good Friday, we have Awesome Monday.
Yeah, we have Awesome Monday. And so, I don't know if any of you have watched Wild Hogs. I'm sure a lot of you have. But it's
They
the John
called me
Travolta.
Dudley.
Yes, it's a John Travolta movie, and it's all them riding motorcycles. And there's this one guy on there named Dudley that doesn't really know how to ride his bike very well, and he's always wrecking. But there's a fist bump moment in the movie.
Well, I want to say they call me Dudley because I'm goofy on my motorcycle. I don't wreck, and I don't.
No, but he's goofy.
Yeah, I'm goofy. I do a lot of weird dances.
Yeah.
And people don't tend to like to be around me because they want to look badass and cool and manly. And I'm over here going, yeah, dancing and going, woo!
So like working 9 to 5.
Yeah.
I mean, he really does.
I can't contain my excitement when I'm on a bike.
Yeah. And so, and you should hear him on our mic system when we're riding because we both have mics in our helmets. And 9 out of 10 times I'm behind him just because he keeps me from going too fast.
And I'm like, look at that ass.
Yeah.
Especially when he gets in front of me.
But when he's in front of me, I just watch him, but I also hear him on my mic go, woo!
Yeah.
Woo! Yeehaw!
I call myself the modern day cowboy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why.
And my favorite thing to do is yell yeehaw really loud and just gun it.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. But
Don't ask me why.
Going back to the movie reference, there's a moment where they fist bump and then Dudley ends up wrecking.
Yeah.
Well, Steve's always wanted us to fist bump going down
Which
the road.
I've done it with her cousin. Fist bump, nothing else. But you know what I mean.
But he wanted a fist bump, and I've never done that before, so it made me a little bit nervous. But I was like, okay,
I popped her fist cherry.
Okay. But we decided to do that, and we fist bumped. I was so afraid we were going to Dudley it both ways and just go over the sides of the road. Just
yeah. No, you done really good. We fist bumped going down the road. We was going like 30.
Yeah,
it wasn't that bad.
We weren't going fast.
And then she done a really cool burnout. Technically, I call it a burnout.
Judy was completely by accident.
She left like a 1.5 long black mark on the road as it was going down the road like 30.
Yeah.
And she accidentally put it in first and let go of the clutch really quickly, and it just went, and then.
Yeah. I mean, I had a handle on it, but it was, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with my foot. I just went down, and I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, and I said, that was badass. She goes, I did not do that on purpose.
I didn't. It was scary.
Yeah.
But, and then I pretty much peeled out of the driveway because of the way the lip is, and I took off.
Yeah, there's a lip out of her driveway, so she's like...
Yeah, I was spinning up gravel. I was like, oh, badass.
But she does a lot better than I did when I first had it. Every time I spun up gravel, I ended up face planting.
I have to say, I love riding my motorcycle.
I love riding it with you.
It's a lot of, I love riding with you too.
I love you.
I love you
Mushy
too.
moment. Give me a kissy poo.
He didn't even give me a kiss, you
Okay,
guys.
fuck.
Mwah.
I love you.
I love you too.
But yeah, I know that's another thing I want to talk about now on the subject of motorcycles. Let me tell you what this crazy bitch did when we was riding. I think rode yesterday, not today, but remember we was riding around.
Yeah, what I do?
Not you.
Oh, I thought you meant me.
No,
I was like,
you
said
are
this
crazy.
bitch. I'm like,
No,
I'm the
you're
crazy
not
bitch
a
in the
crazy bitch. You know,
Oh.
the one that stopped.
room. Oh yeah.
We was going down the highway, and this is a highway, and we was going on a turnoff.
Did you get that? It was a highway.
Yeah. We're going on a turnoff, and there's a car in front of me, and we're going on a turnoff, and we're turning, what is it, left. We're turning left. We're on a,
I don't think that matters. But we're coming off of a 4-lane highway.
Yeah.
Turning left onto just a normal road to go up to eat.
yeah,
And so it's right there in a highway. And, you know, when we turn left, you have to go across the median, across the other 2 lanes to get over to this
yeah.
road.
And keep in mind, the car in front of us knows that we're there.
Because they passed us.
They passed us. To
get in front of us.
Yeah, and I made eye contact with them. I'm like, okay, and then I got behind them as soon as they passed me, and then I turned my signal on to turn with them. They was turning with me.
Yeah.
And so as they was turning, I guess they saw a friend, so they wanted to stop in the middle right there at that stop sign where the other cars getting ready to come onto the highway.
Yeah.
Just stopped right there and as like, hey, how you doing, girl? I come up right behind them. I'm like, that motherfucker. I got a rabbit on the house and just revved as loud as I could, and it scared the shit out of her, and she took off. I guess she got embarrassed. Then, I guess Cody backed off because she knows how I get. When I get really angry about something, I'm just going to follow you for a while.
Yeah, he like rides their ass and chases them, and I'm like, look, I'm on 2
Yeah.
wheels. I can't do anything.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be
I just
back
want to
here.
look at the person that literally thought that was smart to do
Steve
that.
has to make eye contact and pretty much tell him, like, are you fucking stupid?
Yeah, it's a habit. So I got up right next to her, and I literally looked at her and shook my head and said, what the fuck? And she just threw her hands up like, I don't know. Like, she don't know what the fuck she was doing.
But it's really funny that he, like, just rides up and, like, shakes his head like, how dare you? Like, that is, like, flipping her off or something.
Okay, there's some stuff about that. Like, I would slap the mirror like they do in them videos.
Yeah.
And break it. But where we live, I mean, there's only so far you can go. There's no
a chance
traffic.
we know these people.
Yeah, there's no traffic, so you can't bob and weave. They're going to follow you everywhere you go.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I could book it, and I guarantee my motorcycle was faster than her car. But this is such a small
It was a
town.
Charger,
Yeah,
so I don't know.
I guarantee it. I guarantee, because that
Well,
woman,
the way it's
if that
amped
woman
up,
stopped
yeah.
like that, she would not know how to drive that damn Charger.
Well, possibly, yeah.
But
yeah, he got right up on her, and I mean, but also, who does that? Who
Yeah.
just stops in the middle of a turn?
even when there's a car behind you, if I was a cop, I would have gave her a ticket like immediately.
Yeah, because if you were a vehicle turning right there, I mean, you couldn't have been on the road. You would have been in the middle of that lane that's coming onto you. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
And
still
plus, there was
stupid.
like tractor trailers coming down the highway, and I'm still sitting in the highway behind her, in the path of the tractor trailer.
I just don't understand
Yeah.
what's the point of
I
stopping.
cannot stand stupid people. Like, every time we're on a motorcycle, we meet these stupid people.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, like, me and her was riding a motorcycle one time. It's when she didn't have one. She's riding with me. We was getting ready to go up the mountain, and there's Walmart on our left, so they're getting ready to come.
We were a good 2 miles from Walmart.
Yeah.
And we were in the left lane passing all of the slow people because that's how left lanes work.
Yeah.
Is that you use it to pass people, and that's what we were doing riding with my family.
Yeah. And we was passing on slow people and getting ready to come up onto the light.
And we were in a group.
Yeah, we're in a group.
It was like 4 to 5
Yeah,
motorcycles.
it's not like you couldn't see us or hear us. And plus, my bike is loud as a motherfucker.
Yeah,
And it's not like you can't hear me.
No, his exhaust is super fucking loud.
And then we're right there in the left lane, getting ready to come up, and this big old SUV with this fat dude in it. No, I'm not shaming
has
him.
nothing
I'm not
to do
shaming
with
him. I
it.
just hate this motherfucker. If I ever see this man again, I'll spit in his mouth.
If you were skinny, he would have done it.
I would have done the same thing. Skinny motherfucker.
Skinny bitch.
But there was a fat bitch and a fat dude sitting in the seat. They look like they're all all nose stuck uppy rich people. You know how they look.
They
But
look just kind of out of it.
They look like
Honestly.
dicks. They look like dicks. They look like 50-year-old dicks. They look like they know what everything is.
50-year-old dicks.
But they basically just kept going toward in our lane. We was right next to them.
We were next to their driver's window.
I was making eye contact with him, like saying, like, "What the fuck?" And he was looking at me just like, "Yep, I'm just gonna go toward you." And like, "What the fuck do you want me to do?" And there's a car in front of me, a car behind me. What the fuck do you want me to do?
Yeah, because another car cut us off.
Yeah.
and got in front of us and split us up as a group.
Yeah.
So the one motorcycle that was ahead of us, one or two motorcycles that were ahead of us, got separated from us. But this dude seen us coming the whole time.
Yeah, we're making eye contact with this man as he's coming into our lane, pushing us toward the white line on the side of the road, getting ready to hit the ditch.
Yeah. It was really scary.
Yeah,
Like,
and then thank God there's people out there that watch out for the safety of motorcyclists and cars, because the guy behind him was honking his horn like crazy, and the guy in front of us got out of the way so we can get out of the way. And I basically ran a red light, and I was so livid. I was screaming, flipping him off. And thank God Cody was there, because she was tapping me on the shoulder like, no, honey, it's okay. And I'm like, oh, my God. It was fucking bad.
I have to ask, did you say livid or libid?
I don't know. Livid?
It's livid with a V.
Ain't it the same thing? I'm livid.
No, it's not.
I say livid.
No, it's livid. Anyway,
Playback,
it was really funny because the guy that was behind us that was riding our ass relentlessly.
Yeah, saying that he had our backs. I'm like, the fuck? He's on my ass.
He happened to go to the same place we went, and he was like, was that y'all? I was right on y'all's ass. I was honking my horn at that guy. He shouldn't have been, doing this and that and the
I was
other.
like, motherfucker, if you went on my ass, I would have pressed my brakes, and then that car I would have went behind the car.
Yeah, we could
Then
have
I would have
it.
followed him into the Walmart parking lot, and then I would have fucking said some shit.
Well, see, it's good. It's a good thing he was there then.
That's why I think it should be legal for motorcyclists to be able to take their concealed gun
No.
shoot their tires.
No. Can't do that.
I still think it should be legal, because I conceal carry everywhere. That's 100% for me.
But
Especially if I'm on a bike, because that is threat with a deadly weapon. A car can kill me.
Well,
So
yes.
I should be able to point the gun at them if they're going toward me like that to scare the fuck out of
But
them.
when you purchase a motorcycle, you are putting your life in other people's hands, and you're making that willing consciousness. But you can't.
But literally, what gives them the right to move and just get over with you?
Well, no, they don't have a right, but they also do that when you're in a normal vehicle too. So.
Oh, if I was in a normal vehicle, I would have let them hit me, and I'm like, guess what you're doing? Paying for this vehicle.
I don't expect other people to.
If you went with me, I probably would have rammed them and be like, hey, you owe me 3 more motorcycles. That's what I'm getting out of you.
Well, I don't expect other people to put my life into consideration, because obviously they don't care about me because they don't know me.
So that's why motorcycles should be legally to be able to point guns at other drivers.
No, I don't think so, because then other drivers could do that to you.
Hey, vote me for president, and I'll make it happen.
No, please don't. Please don't do it.
I mean, because we don't
is
do
what
that.
you're voting
'Cause
for.
we give good bubble room to motorcycles in front. So if they're behind me, I give them good bubble room. But if I'm in front of them, if I'm behind them, a good gap. So if anything was to happen, I do not go in front of them. I make sure I'll check all my mirrors.
But you would also leave room for those dickhead motorcyclists that literally fuck with people in, vehicles and fuck with traffic because I'm in a motorcycle and I'm fucking cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of dicks out there that do that. There's a lot of dicks out there that do that. They take advantage of that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, to some of the legitimate, the nice people that actually just... I don't think I'm any better than anyone else because I'm on a motorcycle. I'm on a motorcycle.
Just pay attention when you're driving. Is all he's asking, I guess.
That's all I do. It's some stupid motherfucking people out.
Roundabout ways.
Sorry for the big rant, but I'm telling you, if any of y'all own motorcycles, y'all probably seen this shit too, and y'all probably thinking, can I legally point a gun at that motherfucker's face?
Although, for the people that do
Hell,
watch
at
out
least
for
a paintball gun.
Well, for the people that look out for motorcyclists and...
Yeah, we get people like that all the time, and I sometimes I pull up next to them and thumbs up. Sometimes I just want to get out. Me and Co was talking about the other day that why can't we just have $5 bills in our pocket and just start giving them cash every time they do that?
Which, I mean, we could do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just keep dude, you didn't have to do that for me. Here you go, $5.
Yeah,
have a good day. Keep doing that for everybody.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's just really crazy. That the amount of people that you have, because there was one time that there was this young girl and I guess her boyfriend, and they were so close to us on the motorcycle. Like if I leaned back, I could slap their hood. That's how close they were. Mm. And I said I needed to come up with a shirt that on the back of it said, if you can read this, back the fuck up.
Yeah. See, and then when we get situations like that, if me and her are riding like that, I will make her, because she likes it when I lead. I don't know why.
Because so then that way I don't leave you because I'll go 60
Leave me?
everywhere.
We're
I will go
cruising.
60 everywhere.
Yeah, I know. You're
And
speedster.
I can't help it.
But sometimes I'll make her get in front of me. If I see a car behind her looks like it's riding too close, I'll make her get in front of me. And then I'll literally just brake check that motherfucker the entire time wherever we're going until they back the fuck off.
Which is not good either.
Which I'm okay with doing it because her bike's a little smaller. So if they hit her, I mean, yeah, it's going to do some damage to me. But as long as it's me and not her, it makes me feel better. So I don't mind brake checking them motherfuckers because I'll make them pay for that bike and another damn bike.
I don't like it. But that doesn't come close to the crazy motherfucker that decided to come down our driveway this weekend.
Yeah, he must be on crack. There was 2 of them, so it might be a girl and a man, 2 men, 2 girls. I'm not discriminating. Anyone could be on crack.
Well, what happened was Zane was coming home and met this car on the back roads. Now, mind you, we live in the boonies. Like, when you hear the banjos, you keep fucking going, because that's where we live. So he was coming down the road, and he said that this person in front of him was going about 35, 40, nothing crazy, but they kept turning on their signals randomly.
Yeah,
they
this
kept
is probably
stopping.
around 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it wasn't late at all.
No.
So, they kept stopping and going and stopping and going and stopping and going and turning the signals on, just driving kind of erratically.
Like they're drunk.
Yeah. So, now, mind you, he drives a big white SUV type vehicle.
That's jacked up.
Yeah. So, I guess when you are impaired, that could possibly lead you to believe that it is a police vehicle. I could see it, kind of, sort of, especially in the dark.
Yeah, because there is some police vehicles around here that look like that vehicle.
Yeah. So, this is the only thing we can think of as to why this person would do this.
Yeah.
But we have about half a mile to probably a three-fourths of a mile driveway. It's really far.
We live right on the end of it.
Yes. And so what happened is he got to our driveway and for some odd reason decided to turn into our driveway, which is a very sharp, pretty much 90-degree angle from the road, at 35 to 40 miles an hour. Almost lost control of his vehicle to go into the woods there. Come up our driveway going 45. And we got potholes out the wall because it's a dirt road.
Yeah, and it was a 4-door sedan. It's like a green Ford Fiesta.
Yeah.
Sedan. So yeah, and it's low as shit. And if you're hitting potholes like that in a car like that, you're doing some damage.
But you could hear it hitting the potholes.
Yeah.
And so it come down. It was in front of Zane still. It come down the driveway, come all the way in front of my grandpa's house, got halfway up my uncle's driveway, cut a circle in his yard, comes over, and there's like a drainage pipe that's in the middle of the driveway down there that dips down, and our driveway kind of does like a ramp. It's like a natural ramp.
If you hit it with a dirt bike or a 4-wheeler, you're going airborne.
Yeah, you do.
It's fun as fuck.
Yeah, we've done it before. And so he cut a circle, come around, hit the drainage pipe, come back up, and I heard the crunch.
Yeah, we was in the driveway watching it because I was like, "Who the fuck is this?"
Yeah, because we were just like,
it sounded like a full-blown wreck happened.
Yeah, and then they just fucking 50 the whole way out our driveway leaving. So when Zane come up to the house, we were like, who the fuck was that? He goes, I don't fucking know. Come on, Steve, get him.
Yeah. He said, you got your piece? I said, I'm always carrying, and I hop in the damn car. I mean, it's not like we was going to do anything. The only thing we want to know is, like, what the fuck is going on? Is he about to kill somebody? Because if he's impaired... Because if we didn't try to do anything about it, what if that man turned out and tried to and just hit a whole car full of children?
And the thing that got me was that my sister was eventually in that time frame going to come get my niece from my dad's house. So she could have been coming up the driveway when that motherfucker was leaving. It is a one way in, one way out driveway. Yeah. You cannot. He'd have to go all the way back up to my dad's.
Man, if that happened, that man would have been buried.
Yeah, you never would have seen him again.
Yeah. But we have a shitload of places to do that.
Yeah, not saying that would happen.
Yeah,
though,
no, never,
for legal reasons.
Never.
But he could have hurt my sister. He could have hurt somebody else. Could have been another family coming down the road. So obviously he was not in the right mind to be driving. So of course they pursue this vehicle, and
I mean, not like when you say pursue, we wouldn't trying to catch up and scare them. We're trying to catch up and maybe get a license plate number and see what the fuck are they doing. Because like I said,
or
if
at
they
least call the cops and let them know that this vehicle's driving erratically going down this road.
If that car was on the news saying, it just killed 4 children and 2 adults the next morning, and when we didn't do nothing about it, then that put a pretty weight on my conscience.
Yeah. So they decided to try to follow him to get the information on the car, so that way they could call the police and figure out who this is, and at least give them an idea roundabouts where they're at and what they done.
Yeah.
That way, if something could have been done, it could have been done. Well, they went the wrong way to begin with.
Yeah, well, they went right, we went left.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't go too far down the other road until her dad called us and said, you went the wrong way. We done like a 360 in the middle of the road, and this is like a loud Tahoe. It's loud, and it's jacked up, and it sounds like a monster truck.
Yeah.
Done a 360 in the middle of the damn road and went the other way. And then as we're going the other way trying to catch up with a person, I don't know how fast we was going, but pretty fast. And a deer come out of fucking nowhere.
Was standing in the middle of the
road. And it didn't know what the fuck to do. So it fell down and looked like it put up both its front legs and went, no!
Yeah, it just froze and fell in the middle of the road.
It was shaking its legs like, please no! And he literally tried to dodge it. He went left, he went right, back to left, went back to right, then he went to left again, went on 2 wheels, went back down and drifted around the deer, going as fast as we were, and my asshole was gone.
Didn't go on 2 wheels.
It went on 2 wheels. I
don't
felt
believe
it.
it.
Then it come back down. You felt it. You can ask the thing.
Ain't no NASCAR.
Yeah, I swear that thing is top heavy, and we had to have been going like 80 miles an hour. Because he was booking it. And that other
that's
guy...
not for sure, for legal reasons.
Yeah, for legal reasons. Perhaps 80. But, so we tried to go down. That car must have been running like 100. I don't know how, but it must have been.
It was gone.
It was gone. We seen the taillights. We tried catching up with it. And as soon as it hit on the highway, it disappeared.
Yeah.
And we didn't have enough information to call the cops. So, but
yeah, because we asked Zane ahead of time. We were just like, hey, what was... did you get the information? Did you figure out, the at least half of the license plate? He was like, no, everything happened so fast, I couldn't get it.
So all we know so far, he said it was like a bright, dullish green. So I want to say just a green.
How does that work? How is it
I don't know. I want to say it's a newer Ford Fiesta green, and it has Virginia tags, and that it probably has a messed up front end and bumper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it didn't leave its bumper on it.
Yeah, we went back looking for tags or something that he made it drop, because that thing sounded bad.
It did.
And I told Zane, I said, man, if we don't even have to drive that fast, I guarantee if we come up on a gas station, they're pulled over checking their car out.
Yeah. Well, the potholes in our driveway, I mean, there's a shit ton. You can't... We've tried to fix them.
They're like speed bumps.
Yeah. So we've tried to fix them. We have tried to fill them.
They're not really deep. They're just kind of like wide.
But there's multiple. So it's
multiple.
It's like those little rumble strips.
Yeah. So you might as well just take it easy down the driveway, because if you take it fast, you're literally probably going to shit a kidney.
Yeah. And you're going to mess up your suspension. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But it was fucking crazy. I have never seen anybody. And of course, my whole family was up in arms, like, who the fuck is driving on the driveway like that?
Yeah, because whoever done that could have killed a child.
Yes.
Because our niece was down there.
I had to call my uncle and aunt because
they
have
killed
dogs
the dogs
outside, and I was afraid that he got to one of the dogs.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Because stuff like that makes me panic. Because the last time someone drove as fast as they did into our driveways when I lived with my mom when we was little, and a whole shootout just happened in our yard between cops and 2 drug addicts with machine guns.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that happened. And so anytime somebody we don't know just pulls that quick down the road, I mean, you can already tell I would already have my gun out ready to be able to go. Like, because shit like that happens around here, and there's a lot of stupid people.
And, for rural Virginia,
Yeah.
you'd be surprised
Yeah.
at some of the crazy shit that happens.
It's not like the movies how howdy, everyone knows each other. Yeah, everyone knows each other, but there's some people out there that people do know, and they're crackheads.
Yeah. There's multiple crackheads.
Yeah. I mean, a crackhead around here, when I say crackhead, I'm not meaning like they're just full-blown sucking dick in an alley for crack.
We don't have alleys.
Yeah, we don't have alleys. But when I say crackhead, I'm meaning by like they will do any type of drug they can possibly get a high off of, or they're just so fucking, I don't know, stupid. It just, I don't know.
Their brains are fried to the point where they're just like, let's go find some meth all the time.
I mean, it's fucked up. So when I say crackhead, I'm not talking about dick-sucking crackheads. I'm talking about every kind of
No, I'm pretty sure
crackhead.
there's some of them around here, too.
Yeah, they're probably in the backwood. I meet you behind the oak tree. The second one. The first one's occupied.
Yeah, so that was the craziest thing that happened to us. So now my family's kind of in the idea of putting up signs and gates and stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, the ideas of signs are probably going to be good, but I really don't think a
Yeah.
methed out crackhead is going to look at the sign and go, oh, I can't go there.
Yeah, I couldn't go there.
You know, it's kind of like a serial killer and
So we
you
need
pull
to
your
put like
blankets over you.
we need to put like condemned at the end of the driveway.
No, because then crackheads will come here like, oh, there's a good place for a meth lab.
We can make meth down this. We can put maybe I don't know,
Police live here.
government owned property.
No, because they crackheads.
I don't know. You can't get rid of crackheads. They're like stink bugs. They hide about in all the corners. But speaking of some weird shits going on, we have a story that one of our buddies told us.
Yeah.
And I'll let Cody share that with you. She knows the deets better. I know
Yeah.
part of it, but she knows it better.
So apparently, at my friend's work, one of the men that worked there got fired this week. And of course, I had it. Why? Well, you know, why is that so interesting? Because people get fired all the time.
Yeah.
And he said that, well, this particular man decided that he was going to go to another business right in front of the business he was working for and meet one of the other female co-workers in that parking lot and have sexual relations in their vehicles. Well, the problems there are, one, it was at 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning on a work day.
Who's fucking that hard in a car that early in the morning?
I don't know.
I gotta get it in.
So, not only was it that, but...
Oh, wait, because he's married.
Yeah,
That's why.
That's why. But, so yeah, he's married. Not sure if she was. So that was the reason for that.
Oh, sorry, to mention that she also worked for the same company.
Well, I was going to go into
I'm
that.
sorry, go ahead.
I'm going into that.
Go ahead.
Another issue with that was the fact that she did work for the same company as this man, but she worked from home.
Yeah.
So she had to leave home to meet this motherfucker to have sex on a work day.
So did the dude get fired and the girl, or just the dude?
I'm going to assume both of them got
That's
fired.
like, if not, that's like, what do you call that? Sexual racism? What is that? What's that word?
Discrimination.
Discrimination.
Nah, sexual racism.
I guess that's the same thing.
But anyway, so the people that of the business that they decided to do the deed in called the other company. And when I tell you that this building is in front of the other building, I'm not fucking joking.
Across
This
the
building
road.
is literally across the road. Like, you have to
Yeah.
pass the other to get out of there.
This company, actually, the company that they went over to the parking lot to do the little fucking in, is that the company they work for, that's actually one of their clients. They buy a lot of their product.
Yeah. So that made it even funnier. So, of course, the higher up over there called the higher up at this man's work and was like, hey, you need to come look at the security tape. So, not only was all that a big issue, but he was pissed off because at least he didn't do it on company property. And they were like,
I
but you
understand
did
where
it
he's coming from.
on company time.
Yeah,
Like-
what if he was on his 10-minute break? He wanted a 10-minute quickie. But the only thing is fucked up that he was married.
Yeah.
So how do you explain that to your wife? So how was your day? I got fired. Why?
But apparently, this dude also, his wife is not somebody you should fuck with, because my friend said that he was out to eat with his buddies one night, and she told him he needed to come home, and so she came to said restaurant, grabbed a beer mug, beat him on the head with it, and drug him out the door.
Yeah.
And one of his buddies had to pay for that beer. So his wife probably either has no idea that was why he got fired, or he's just lying to her and pretending to go to work.
Or he's end up going to be, he was killed.
Yeah.
He going to be killed if that shit happened.
Yeah, so he's probably not going to be here no more.
Yeah, because
But-
I understand where he's coming from, but it's like, if he
No.
done it, I'm going to say, if I was, let's say I was doing you on a company next door at our workplace on my own time,
I mean, after work, I guess, but I'm not going to do it in broad ass daylight. I've got respect.
Yeah. See, if I was that man, I'd be like, can I have that video?
Oh, and another thing is that she lived like a minute and a half away from this business.
Yeah, think of that. How do they meet? She just, like she HR or something and be like,
well,
hey,
I don't know.
I like the way you sound.
Well, they probably met like actually there, but then after all this COVID shit, she probably just could work from home. And so I'm assuming that she also was married and he could not come to her house, or else that would have made sense. But he said that there was a chance they were going to get rid of this guy's job anyway, because obviously if you can disappear for however fucking long you did to go fuck somebody, you don't need to be there anyway.
Well, he said also that the last person that had this person's job, he would fall asleep in like the machinery and then the stuff they build. He would just fall asleep inside of it.
Yeah, just take a nap.
Yeah.
So it was just, he always has really crazy stories.
Yeah, we need to get him on here. I bet he'll like it.
Oh yeah. But so, yeah, if you're going to fuck somebody that you work with, don't do it in broad daylight on company time.
Yeah. And if you know you're going to do it in broad daylight on company time, you know you're going to be fired, get outrageous with it.
Or better yet, just don't do it at all.
Go out with a bang, you know?
But don't do it if you're married.
Yeah, don't do it if you're married. That's fucked up.
Don't be a dick.
That's fucked up. That's one thing I don't believe in. If you're married to somebody, don't fucking cheat on them. Yeah, or dating.
You know,
it's stupid, because if you don't want to fuck or have sex or make love or whatever you want to do with your significant other, dating or married, then, and if you don't like that person no more, why be with them anymore?
well, see, a lot of them, they want to have their cake and eat it too.
You are my cake, and I can eat my cake with you too.
No.
We eat cake together. That's kind of shit I got. I don't need to cheat. I don't have to cheat. I don't want to cheat. I got everything I want wrapped in one little big delicious bun.
Aw, same here.
You got a hairy bun. It's like I've been dropped on a carpet and rolled around a few times.
I love my carpet bun.
But yeah, and that was our week, and it's been pretty.
That was just a weekend.
Yeah, that was a weekend.
That was only 3 days.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So, and I'm waiting on my I'm waiting to be stimulated.
Yeah.
So I can get some tires for my Jeep.
So the Jeep can be stimulated.
Yeah, so the Jeep can be stimulated, and so I can buy me a new damn battery for my motorcycle. I'm out 2 vehicles for the nice sunny days that we've been having.
Yeah, well, I'm going to put mine in the savings.
Yeah, I mean, all that I get is going with her into the savings, but we just need some of it for our vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so waiting on that, government. Get on that.
Yep.
It's supposed to have been mailed already, so
Yeah,
we're waiting
we'll
on
probably
it.
get it tomorrow.
We're waiting on it.
Yeah, like I said, I'm waiting to be stimulated.
Yeah. So,
But that's all we have for y'all today.
yeah, sorry that we don't have any other crazy stories, but we hope the crazy stories that we had for you tonight
we
was
done
good.
pretty good time though. It's about 51 minutes and a half.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's done pretty good.
So that was our eventful weekend. We hope that you all had a wonderful, eventful weekend, and if you didn't want it to be eventful, then we hope it wasn't.
Yeah, so we don't want to make you do anything you don't feel like doing.
Yeah, we're going to get consent for your busyness.
Yeah. And then, if y'all, like I said, if y'all need to contact us in any way, and another thing, like I said, I love how I say "like I said" all the fucking time.
You do. You say
like
it
like I said,
every 10 minutes.
Like I said, when I said, like I said.
All right, Foghorn Leghorn, thank you very much.
But, like I said, if anyone knows anything about the trickle charger battery thing, please let me know, because that'd be great information. But, like I said, my battery lasted 4 years. Damn it! And I think that's pretty good. That's good enough, like I said.
That's the next drinking game, is every time Steve says, like I said,
take
a shot.
No, every time I say, like I said, shove some, what is that shit? You drink it for cough syrup and you make you go to sleep. Shove some NyQuil up your ass.
Why?
I don't know, all the kids are doing it. It's the rage.
I don't think it is.
I don't know. Yeah, if any of y'all ever heard about drinking up your butt, I heard it makes you drunk faster.
Just don't do it.
Then again, who wants to get that drunk that fast?
Who wants to put stuff up their butt?
I don't know. Give me a couple drinks. We'll talk about it.
No, I'm good. I'm good, thanks.
But if y'all want to contact us in any way, please, you can reach me at our email, laughingatstrangers@gmail.com.
Yep.
And,
or
Facebook. Just type in Google and go in Google and literally type in "Laughing at Strangers." Our face comes up. Yeah, we're the first results. That's pretty cool. I don't know if that's something amazing, but I think
because nobody else is like us.
Yeah, so we're number one in our hearts.
We're number one.
And
We're
we wouldn't
number
be
one.
here without all our lovely listeners and all the support and love we've been getting. So thank y'all so much.
Yeah, thank you guys. You give us something to look forward to every week.
Yeah, and we're getting a lot of people from, what is that, Quebec?
Czech Republic.
Yeah, Czech Republic. I seen Quebec on there.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, and we got a lot more listeners in Utah. So if you're from Utah, what's up?
Hey, guys. How are you? Never been. Heard it's a lovely state.
Yeah, never.
Lots of Mormons.
Lots of Mormons.
We hope that you're a Mormon and
Yeah.
you're listening. We hope.
Hopefully,
Probably not. I feel like we would.
they probably
offend
listened to
you.
the one we talked about how Mormons can pay people to drive in their car, and it's probably not true.
Okay, you're thinking of Amish people.
Oh,
They are two different
I'm
things.
mixing Mormons and the Amish.
Amish.
But thank y'all again, and please feel free to send us anything you'd like. Hell, send us pictures, send us, ideas, send us conversations, send us questions.
I'd be
give a
happy
fuck.
to get a message that just said "fuck you."
Yeah, I'm cool with that. But
Because
again,
then we know you listened.
yeah. I mean, and that's another thing I've been wanting to do. Like I've been saying with the program we use,
Like I said,
we can see, like I've been saying, we can see how many downloads we've been getting. We've been getting quite a bit downloads, but I'd like to see who actually would listen. So I see the people downloading the thing and saving it, but I want to see how many listeners we actually get, because I know a lot of people just don't download it.
Yeah.
So so if anyone would like to email us, just say I or one. I don't care what you do, and just let me count them, because I'm getting a lot of repeat emails, and it's really hard to count them because I got a shitload. But yeah.
Yep.
So, but thank y'all very much, and that's all we got for y'all today.
Thank you guys. We hope you have a good week, and we will talk to you again next week.
All right. See ya.
Bye, guys.